we are now ready for our on-field interviews here in the Golden Age postgame show as the Crescent Tigers take it to Rejoice Christian here by a final score 63-21. We are now joined by one of the heroes of tonight, one of the heroes of the season, one of the heroes of the program. Let's go downstairs with Phil Nichols.
Guys, I couldn't pick who I wanted. I wanted all of them, but I've got Buzz Emery here with me. Buzz, great job on both sides of the ball. Obviously, you're one of the major leaders of this program. Leading rusher tonight, all over the field on the defensive side. Talk about your teammates. Talk about this title run. Our crew's had you #1 in the state for the last 4 or 5 weeks. I think you sent a message to everybody across the state tonight.
We have great offensive defensive line, and it makes my job a lot easier when they play well, and they played amazing tonight. Jacob Musil's an amazing fullback, and he leads me through the hole every time. Does a great job. Hunter Bowers is an amazing quarterback, and if he hands me the ball or pulls it, I trust him no matter what. We have a great coach and great coaching staff, and they prepare us just like they should every week.
Dylan, Hunter, the ball goes through the receiver's hands at the first offensive drive of the ball game. Rejoice Christian has the interception. Defense comes out and gets the 3 and out, able to get the momentum. But that was a big turning point because Rejoice Christian on the road trying to take momentum. I thought that was a big play for your defense.
Yes, sir. We just came out and we knew that if things went slow, and we just kept our heads up and kept driving like we have all year. Playing defense is our strong, and that's what we lean on. And that happened, and we knew that we could shut them down, and that's what we did.
Dylan Casey Porter up here, and you know, the old adage is that when it comes this time of year, the team that's able to run the ball and then stop the run defensively is the team that usually wins the game. And they only had 3 yards rushing at halftime, and you being a middle linebacker, you got to be very proud of that, don't you?
Yes, sir. It all depends on the defense line, like I said, though. Caven Green's an absolute monster. Takes 2 or 3 people to stop him every time, so no matter what, I know that it's going to be an easy night for me.
And I got to say, you know, the way that you play that defense with the dropping into pass coverage a lot, especially against a team like Rejoice Christian, you being the middle linebacker, you basically got to go from tackle to tackle, and with a lot of times with only one deep safety, they can't get past you. That's a big chore for you, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Been playing it for 3 years now and been coached up very well, and just know how to do my job by now. So
more pride in 63 points or the 21 you give up?
21, sir.
Okay.
No doubt about that.
That's a good
answer. I
answer.
have a new favorite player in the entire world right now.
And I got to say one more thing. You know, you can tell you guys have been playing together for a long time. The amount of confidence and swagger that you guys play with is very impressive.
Yes, thank you, sir.
All right, appreciate that.
A point to my Buzz, you know, great football player. How about this young man, just the way he conducts himself and the way he handles himself? One of the best interviews we've had all year.
Very,
no doubt.
very impressive. Great
Thank
job,
you,
Dylan.
Dylan Buzz Emery, 6 foot, 215-pound running back and linebacker, helping the Tigers to a 63-21 victory here tonight. We're going to talk about the big heroes of this Crescent program as the Tigers move to 12-0 and moving on next week to take on Oklahoma Christian Academy. Oklahoma Christian Academy won big as well. So the 2 heavyweights meeting in the 3rd round of the Class A playoffs. And with more on-field interviews with Phil Nichols, let's go downstairs.
Guys, I'm down here with number 3 or 4 weeks, I guess, maybe, right? Threw us off here. We could pick you out, believe me, on the field. Pre-game warm-up, Hunter Bowers. But, Hunter, you know, obviously we made comments. We were watching a pre-game. We've traveled all over the state watching 5A football, some of the best teams across the state. You stand out, young man. Great job on offense, great job on defense. Talk about your teammates and the state together right now.
We're just trying to make it to the championship, honestly. We're just doing what we can. We knew that they wouldn't let us throw the ball deep in this game, so we had to run the ball a lot.
Well, you talk about running the ball, Casey Porter up here in the booth, and you talk about running the ball against that odd stack. They blitz almost every down, at least 2 linebackers, so it can make it tough. I love 2 fullbacks in, started running that quarterback sweep. That worked great for you all night, didn't it?
Yeah, this is for sure a game I ran the ball more than any other game. We knew that we had to run the ball a little more than any other game.
Well, and then you had the play action off of that, and then you would hit either Musil or your tight end, Heskett, off of that little waggle action, the bootleg, and you guys did a great job off of all that running that you ran all night, didn't you?
Yeah, we're trying to set the backs to the opposite side so they wouldn't see what was coming.
When you talk about how multiple your offense is, the great job that your coaches do setting up everybody on this offense to get involved.
Yeah, our line did a really good job. We just have to keep working. Get to the championship.
Carried 144 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Those are unofficially, but also able to throw 8 of 14 passing, 137 yards with the 2 touchdowns. Hunter, I got to ask you, you guys are winning big, 30-some-odd points in the 4th quarter, but you continue to run hard. Where does that come from?
When we can't throw the ball, we have to run the ball. We knew that we right there, and we just got to keep running the ball hard.
Well, and I got one more question from me. You know, this was a very taxing evening for you playing that outside linebacker. You're in coverage a lot because they like to throw the ball. That had to be very good. As much as you ran the ball offensively, then had to cover defensively. That's probably as much as you ran all year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was for sure as much.
Well, congratulations on the win, and they only get tougher from here on out. So best of luck next week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Go get Jacob for us if you don't mind.
Hey, guys, before we lose Hunter here, get a shot of these shoes. Are you kidding me? Look at those things.
Shoes.
Look at the shoes.
Outstanding.
Look at this Tigers. All right, great job.
Next up, Jacob Musil's coming over our way, and we're going to talk to him here in just a minute. But you can tell another, you know, talk about how talented physically these Crescent Tigers are, but just listening to him talk, outstanding young men. And you can certainly build programs behind them. But Jacob Musil now is on, as we're going to send it back down to our field correspondent, Phil Nichols.
Guys, before we start the interview, I'm going to warn you. I'm standing next to this big old boy, and he really doesn't want to do this, so don't make him mad, all right? I'm a 52-year-old man, and I know I can't whip him. Jacob, great job tonight. We're having a little fun with you. You know, fabulous ball game. Offensive side, it stands out to us. We've traveled all over the state watching great football all year. You guys are about as good as it gets. I'm going to go ahead and say they're the best team in Logan County for darn sure, and that's all of them. But talk about your teammates, talk about your run for the championship.
We're just trying to, you know, get it all together and play as a team. And our running back, he's great, and our line, they're blocking like they've never blocked before. And our quarterback, he's slinging that ball like he's already in the pros. But, yeah, our defense, it stays strong like always, and we've just tried to stay as a team.
Jacob, long line of Musils come through this program. You got to be pitched, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. My brother's left some big shoes to fill for me.
And that makes you play that much harder. You can tell, you know, your coaches are both Crescent alums. They won a lot of games when they played here, too. You being a brother of a bunch of kids that played here, you guys take pride in what you're doing, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's a situation to take pride. You have confidence. You played a lot together with these kids growing up. So your confidence right now, talk about the confidence level you guys are playing with right now.
Man, it's just way high, and we've always come out and all confidence, man. That's all we look forward to is the next game and playing as a team and keeping our
putting the wins together on the gridiron, having fun on Friday nights, working hard in practice. What's it like to walk the hallways of Crescent, going through or driving down the road here in Crescent, 12-0? There's a buzz in this town. What's it like on the weekdays when you're able to relax a little bit? What's the reaction from the community?
Well, you just get all kinds of people. You go anywhere, and they're always congratulating, saying how good we're doing, and we're just kind of focused on the next game. And I mean, it's just fun.
You got to do all three of these that I'm getting ready to bring up here, Jacob. You got to catch a touchdown pass, run for a touchdown, and get a sack. Which one's the funnest?
Shoot, I don't know.
Good question.
I like them all.
All of them are pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah.
D, all the above. That's a good test answer.
Hey, guys, Jacob didn't really want – I don't think he likes this part of the game. He better get used to it. I think this kid's going to be playing football after he's done here at Crescent, but – he's doing a great job. Fine young man, just like the other two. All these kids have been fabulous. I told you on the L ride on the sideline, these kids play for each other. They're playing for their community. They're playing for their coaches. It's just really cool to be here. I'm going to see if I can be an adopted Crescent Tiger after tonight. I'll trade in this ugly blue and give me some orange and black.